Franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And he returns this to the 22. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And now off to the races down the right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Harris running straight ahead. They find some open field here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here first and 10.
At their own 27.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third down and 6.
Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, and I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that when he was talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed, what did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
Pickett back to the air on second down.
Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Pickett changing the play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth. Room past the 35. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off play action. Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin. That is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pickett back to throw. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Raiders at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
21.
Garoppolo now. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Williams brings it in.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. Jacobs is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Pickett sets up play action. That's swung out wide to Harris.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw brought in by Austin.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble.
Not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Miles Killebrew with a pick. Past the 20. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and 4.
Now Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tutu Atwell His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. He's got room at the 30.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Peterson. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Freiermuth with the grab. It only took him 2 seasons to become a fan favorite in Pittsburgh. Like the crowd shouting Heath for Heath Miller, you hear them shout Muth after every grab now. And there's plenty of them. 63 last season for over 700 yards.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Pickett looking to change things up. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw, Pickett. Austin brings in the quick throw.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
2nd down, here's Pickett.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. There on the tackle, Amani Oruwariye.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Pickett now from the gun here. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And Pickett going to move his guys around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle there by Chris Barnes. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pickett back to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Miles Boykin from 13 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Raiders 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll come up now on second down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to connect with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But it's fourth down.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.